Welcome to K Classic episode 2.
Hello, Hyojin.
How's your day?
I'm very well. How are you?
When I first hear the Korean traditional music, the tuning system is different than Western music. Let me just sound some Gayageum. So that Gayageum tuning for Sanjo. Sanjo is a typical Korean traditional music style, and you know the Sanjo, right?
Yes, I do know Sanjo. I began to study Sanjo when I was studying in Korea between 2005 and 2008. So I studied for about three and a half years. In my own research on Sanjo, I think what I found significant to my research on the role of women in cultural preservation is that traditionally women didn't really participate in many instrumental music forms besides the role of kisang. So, but even so, it wasn't necessarily in the creation of music or writing of music, but maybe in performance settings and whatnot. So what I thought was very significant about Sanjo was the role of women in the creation of the music, especially in the Gayageum Sanjo, where you see that many of the versions are created by women, and you see many of the second generation of musicians, of the carriers of tradition, being women. So that's very significant, I think, to Sanjo.
Can you speak Korean?
Yes, I had to do Korean. I had to speak some Korean doing my research and fieldwork and whatnot. But it's not great. It's not perfect yet.
There's many Korean traditional music lovers in Korea recent days. For instance, Alexa Hyojin, Jo Selin in Beije University, Heather Willoughby in Ewha Women's University, and Hillary Pinchom-sung in Seoul National University. Did you have a chance to talk with them?
In my time, I did have time to talk to some of these foreigners that have an interest in traditional Korean music. So I did meet with Hillary Fincham-sung at Seoul National University and spoke with her quite a lot about her work on Changjak Gugak and whatnot. I did also meet with Heather Willoughby at Ewha, so I talked with her about pansori, and both of them were very helpful and very wonderful to talk with. I don't know some of the other ones in person, but I do keep in contact with them through email or Facebook or things like that.
Let me play the Gayageum sound one more time. The tuning system is really different than Western music, and the Korean traditional music, the rhythm is different too. The slowest music in classic is largo, and the 상영산 in 영산회상 is a Korean traditional music classic, and it's more slow than largo. So what did you think about the tempo for Korean traditional music compared to Western music?
I do think that there's a strong difference between tempo of different classes of music. So you'd often hear folk music being quite quick or working up to a much quicker pace, especially the process of Sanjo or in pansori, so later movements being in a quicker pace. But in a lot of the aristocratic styles, you'll have these longer, slower sections like you would see in Confucian ritual music or in aristocratic instrumental genres like Yongsan song. Or you would also hear in the aristocratic vocal genres of Kagok and Kasa and Sijo. So I think that this use of the elongated tempo shows refinement, and it shows the retreat of the life of a gentleman and the use of space and time. So it shows this relaxed, refined nature. So I really do quite enjoy it. I think studying to play the gumungo in this aristocratic style, it can be a little bit maybe a little bit less interesting because you're only playing about one note per measure. But it's definitely interesting and very lovely, peaceful music. Bye.